Hello everyone, in this video we'll see 8 Leetcode patterns that you must know. Now these Leetcode patterns are patterns that you'll see across 80% of the problems that you see on Leetcode, and they'll help you solve most of the common problems. The very first one is two pointer. So, two pointer problem is the one that we usually use in sorted arrays or finding pairs or removing duplicates or reversing arrays or strings. What we do in this is we keep 2 points on a given string or an array, mostly on opposite ends of the given string or array, and then we either shift from left to right or right to left or from both the sides depending on the conditions that get fulfilled. So you'll see plenty of questions around this, and here's a small example of how to use it. Next we have in line is binary tree BFS. So what BFS means is breadth first search. This helps you explore tree level by level, and it often helps in finding the nearest node or finding uh, tree levels or in traversal. So here you can see there's a small example, and when I say level by level, it means that let's say if you have to search an element, it will first search in this level, then it will search on this level, and then it will go to next level to make the search. And here's a small example of how to use it. Next we have in line is topological sort. So now what this topological sort does is it gives you a valid order to complete tasks when some tasks depend on others. So let's say you have a dependency problem or you need build systems. In such cases you can use topological sort. Here you have a small example of how to use it. Next in line we have binary DFS. DFS means depth first search. It explores one branch completely and then it moves to the other branch. Let's say there's a problem of finding the longest branch in a given tree, in a given binary tree. So DFS is something that would be really helpful. It can also be used in finding paths, depths, validation problems. So as you, if you can see the example, it first goes from 1 to 2, then 4, and since there's nothing here, it will go back to 1 and then traverse from 1 to 3. So that is how it works. Here's a small example of how to use DFS, and in this particular problem we are finding the depth of this binary tree, so that is 3 here. Top k elements. Okay, so in Leetcode you often get this problem of finding the top kth element. So it could be the top third element or top fourth element, which is yeah, so in that case, um, this particular pattern, it helps a lot. So it is usually for finding the most frequent uh, um, most frequently how k is seen in a given array, or the largest or the smallest kth element. So this is a small example of how to find it. This is mostly solved using heaps. So heap is where you can keep the count and track the element. So next in line we have modified binary search. In modified binary search, what you do is you divide your entire data or array or string, whatever you have. Mostly we work with the arrays here, um, into two halves, and you match. You keep one half and then discard the other half to search your element. So this is how you can use binary search to find elements. Next in line is subsets. Subset pattern is something that uh, creates permutation and combination from the given array. It is usually solved with backtracing. When should you use it? So it is a combination of permutations, decision trees, combinations, um, and it can help you create multiple uh, combinations and find the result from that. Here's a small example of using subset. Next in line is sliding window. Now sliding window is something that you can use in a given array or in a given string. It usually checks sub arrays or substrings for your solution. So instead of using a for loop or the greedy method, you can go for sliding window. You can keep one point at the starting element and one point at the next element, and keep moving these pointers until you find your solution, until the conditions are met. So these are most effective when you have to find substrings that meet a particular criteria or patterns. Here's a small example of how you can use um, substrings. Now, some final tips. I would always recommend to just go through these patterns, solve a few questions to grasp the idea of how it works, and don't just memorize the pattern, understand the pattern, and it will help you solve the questions or the problems more effectively. And next time when you solve a problem, just try to categorize it. Is it a two pointer? Is it a BFS, DFS, or it is a top K element question? This will help you in solving most of the problems, at least identifying and then finding out what the solution could be. Thanks for watching.